Hey y'all.
What's happening?
Come on in. Chris, you have to do that too.
Oh,
This is a thing. So look, we say hey, come on in.
okay.
Now remember, give yourselves a hug.
Okay.
Chris, we is recording.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you could edit this. All right. Come on in. What's happening? We here. Welcome to the show.
All right, so I feel like all the men are difficult when we start this intro. Nobody ever wants to give themselves a hug, but it's okay because we're going to get Chris to hug himself today. Ain't that right, Chris?
What's happening? Welcome to the show.
Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Bruised Flowers podcast. As you all know, my name is Tanisha, and if you are here right now, I want to let you know that you are a super dope person, and I'm excited that you're here. And I'm very excited to have Chris today. I've been hunting this man down for about 3 months, so I'm grateful. Thank you for making time tonight.
I appreciate you.
You looking dapper.
Thank you.
Everybody, he got on cowboy boots. They super fly. I just want to throw that out there. You look real fly, Chris.
Thank you.
So, welcome. As you know, this is the Bruised Flowers podcast, where we talk to absolutely courageous people who share their personal stories of being survivors at life and in business. So, do you want to share anything with our audience?
Well, my name's Chris.
Speaking to the mic, Chris. Big
I'm
dog.
Chris. I'm 39 years old, Army veteran, father of one, and I'm just here to enjoy myself. I'm loving Jacksonville so far.
Where you from?
Well, I'm a military kid, so I'm from everywhere. Originally from Georgia, though. Lived in Germany for a little bit, North Carolina, and just travel around a lot.
How was Germany?
Beautiful.
I've been there
It's
once.
been a while. I actually lived there for about 6 or 7 years. Went to a German elementary school, and it was different because you have so many cultures in one area, and then you have the military there as well. So it was different.
How do they treat the service members over there? When you were there?
Well, when I was there in the military, we were treated great. We traveled around a lot of different places, but you probably got treated better there than here.
I agree. They were very friendly when I
Yeah.
got to Germany. They were
Friendly and
very
drunk.
nice. And they love to drink.
Yeah.
They love to drink. I got my mom some shot glasses from Germany. She was so happy. But
Yeah.
all right. So that's cool to know. All right, this is a little different than what I usually ask, but what made you smile today?
What made me smile today was this weather, because it was so beautiful, and we're in Florida, it's almost summertime, and I got on my bike and rode for a little while, and gonna do some more when we leave here.
So riding your bike makes you smile?
Definitely.
What kind of bike you got?
I have a Harley Davidson.
Ooh. How did you get that? What made you get a Harley?
Well, I've had a bunch of bikes. Like, this is probably my 6th or 7th bike. So I've been on sports bikes, other cruisers, but Harley's is just where it's at.
Do you have a radio
Some
on your
haters
bike?
not gonna agree, of course.
Do you have a music box on your
I
bike?
do. I just rewired it this morning too.
Ooh.
So
How loud is it?
not loud enough. Not loud enough. Put an amp in there too. So
Well, while you are on your bike, I know that people say that they always feel like a sense of freedom when they're riding a motorcycle. Do you feel the same?
definitely, being on your bike is, and it's the difference between being on a sports bike and a cruiser. Because when you're on a sports bike, you really focus on not dying. Because most of the time you're going 100 miles per hour. But on a cruiser, you slow down, you see things like you ride past stuff you didn't even know was there before. You might go that route every day, but if you, even from being in a car or a sports bike, you get on that motorcycle on a cruiser, and it's like, damn, when they put that there? So it definitely sets you free, and
What else sets you free?
my daughter. Yeah, I like being a dad. It's I love it. It's just taking care of her. It gives me. It reminds me it's more than about myself. So.
How so?
Because it's about her. Because she didn't have to be here for one. That's the way I've always looked at it. So taking care of my offspring is, I mean, who wouldn't want to do that?
My offspring. I see you're one for choice of words. Take care of your offspring. What's her name?
Layla.
Layla?
Yep.
That's so pretty and simple.
Yeah, she's in Virginia with her mom right now, so we swap back and forth with her mom's military, so.
Ooh, how was that being a parent in the military?
Well, I wasn't a parent in the military. Her mom is.
Well, you were prior military though,
Yeah.
right? So you had her after you got out?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just requires a lot of sacrifice and compromise. For me, it's not hard because I understand her mom's lifestyle already. Fortunately, she'll be getting out soon. But it's not. It was never something I felt I had to adapt to, other than being the distance between me and my daughter. Because at one point we were all living in Atlanta. So when she joined and went there, took some getting used to. But being that I was a truck driver, I make my way.
Oh wow.
I made my way.
Chris, this is so funny because I was in the military, a truck driver in the military as well.
Yeah, they give anybody a CDL these days.
You right. Like they gave my husband. My husband got a CDL. He has a trucking company too. So military truck driver, like.
That's why he's driving. You're doing the podcast.
That's right. I'm a great driver. First of all.
Okay.
Ask anybody from my team. We got out of the situation. Sergeant West. No, I was a specialist back then. But yeah, I can drive. I can maneuver a big old heavy vehicle. So don't do that.
Okay.
You know what? That's how I drive? That's how I drive? Okay. I'm not playing with y'all over here because I see y'all men are like powering up in here together.
No.
But it's okay because I'm going to let it ride. I'm going to let it ride. Tell us on something that's very interesting about yourself that you don't think anybody currently knows. Don't hold back. Don't hold back.
I'm not a hold back person, so I'm pretty forward about things I do. But one thing people may not know is that I like gardening.
Gardening?
Yeah. I've always been into like farming, gardening. My grandfather was a farmer, so he actually was a pig farmer. I grew up around pigs and chickens and across the street from cows when I lived in Georgia. So, and we actually still have that land. It's just not a farm anymore. My uncle just lives on it. So,
Would you ever consider becoming a farmer?
I'm working on it. Trying to find me some land.
Trying, or you're actively?
I'm actively searching.
Because this year I decided to take trying out of my vocabulary, and whenever I hear anybody else saying trying, it's just like, no, you're not trying, you're actively doing. So
You're right.
You got to speak things. You got to
You're
speak
right.
things. You got to speak things. So you gonna get that farm, Chris?
That farm. I'm gonna grow my plants, my vegetables, fruits, herbs, spices.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You cook?
I do a little something.
What's your favorite dish?
My favorite is shrimp and crawfish etouffee.
Okay, so that's not my thing. I'm very allergic to all of those.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I know, dang, I'm missing out. I'm missing out on some good stuff. You know, I always feel like I'm missing out on life because I can't eat seafood.
You're not missing nothing.
No,
No. It's just food.
but I don't eat pigs and all that other stuff either, so
You're not missing nothing.
okay, I'm just rock with that. So, do you cook for women often?
No, I don't.
Why not?
Because I'm single.
Why?
I choose
Chris,
to
you
be.
so cute. You look like a teddy
I
bear,
choose
man.
to be right
Come
now.
on, man. What
I'm
you
a grizzly
mean?
bear.
No.
I choose to be single right now.
No. Why?
I cook for my daughter when she's with me because she doesn't like school food. So
What's her favorite food?
pizza, like every other kid. That's the only thing she will eat at school. So, but like most kids, she likes pizza, burgers. But at one point, her mom was vegan, and I did live that way as well at one point. So she does eat a lot of variety of food, but pizza's always her favorite.
Well, try sprinkling some arugula on the pizza too. Give it a little bit of but you're single. Why?
I work a lot, and I just have my priorities before I get in a relationship again that I want to do things for myself.
Are you working on like something big in your vision? Like you have a goal to hit before you start pursuing and dating?
Yeah, I do.
Enlighten us. We want to know what you're working on. Come on,
I
man.
can't put it like that. You tried, but I can't tell you.
I tried, y'all. He won't give me anything. You won't give me anything, Chris. Okay, I got.
Well,
another
I can't say one of my goals is to own my own home. Because I haven't I've been renting for so long, and now it's just time to own. So I want to be in a position where when I do get in a relationship, is everything's mine that I already have, and only And anybody coming into that situation, I don't have to worry about the normals of renting and other pressures like that.
Do you feel like it's absolutely important that a man has everything in order before he brings a woman into his life? A home, the vehicle's paid off, educated, kids out the way?
Not for everybody, but I think it's a better idea to do so. It's easier when you're able to just focus on you and the things and the goals you want to achieve. Everything else come easier after that. So
I agree. I feel like it's a lot harder to figure it out together.
There's nothing wrong with being selfish. I hear people, call people selfish. There's nothing wrong with being selfish, especially if it's things you're creating for yourself and doing for yourself. Who's to say what you're being selfish with?
I don't feel like it's being selfish at all. And I'm, as a woman, I don't feel like that's selfish. I feel like that's very disciplined.
I think these days people call it self-love.
I like that. That is self-love.
Yeah.
That is self-love. You have to absolutely know who you are. Mm-hmm. You have to know your self-worth. You have to know what type of image you want to uphold, like how you present yourself to the world once you get a partner. Like, you on point with that. I like that. All right, so when you do start dating, what's like a big pet peeve of yours?
One of my biggest pet peeves is a dirty bathroom. Because if her bathroom dirty, she dirty too.
A dirty bathroom?
Hell yeah.
That's it?
I mean, that's one of the things.
I can't do a dirty bathroom either.
I mean, that's one of the things I look for. I mean, odor. Sometimes you can't look past that odor. Some people have a natural body odor, and when they're around themselves all the time, they don't realize it. And it's hard to tell people like, hey, yeah, this ain't gonna work. And I'm not even talking about that. I'm even talking about just coming out your skin. Like something you get. It's some nasty people out here.
What type of women you around, Chris?
I'm just saying, not the type of women I'm around, but it's just nasty people in this world. They put on a good show. Like you go to this club, see them looking good. You go to your house, be like, what the hell? That damn roast over in the refrigerator?
Oh my goodness! Is it the new age women or?
Man, it's not. I can't even. You know what? I've dated older women. I've dated younger women. It's not even an age thing.
Oh wow.
I'm just saying, it's not. I don't put age on behavior of people anymore because I've seen some grown women do some shit that a child would normally be doing. I've seen some younger women behaving as grown women, but at the same time.
What type of woman are you looking for when you start? Since you won't give me anything else.
I'm not looking for a type. I used to have a type, but I don't anymore.
Why? That comes with age.
Because I just want to be happy. Whoever make me happy, that's who I want to be happy with.
What makes you happy?
My peace. Somebody I can do things with. Enjoy being myself. Like I don't want to have to get in a relationship and change who I am just to appease that person or to appease whatever image they want to portray of life or whatever image they have of life in their head. As long as I can be myself and we can do things together and actually be trying to build a mutual future to grow something together, That's what I want.
That's cool. So, Chris, well, guys, I'll tell you how I actually met Chris. I was in a barbershop late one night, right? And it was actually an event that was going on at our yoga studio. So, you remember that? Oh my goodness. So let me tell y'all what happened real quick. So somebody booked out the yoga studio to have an event, and the person said that they were only going to have about 20 people, right? It was supposed to be a small dinner. It was about 20 people that were supposed to be here, and
they had the whole hood out.
When I tell you the whole parking lot was full, the whole parking lot was full, and I was like, oh my God, like I can't leave. Like I don't know what to do because I can't, they paid for the space, but I don't really know how to gain control. But
and apparently it was filled of some of those people I was mentioning earlier. We had to get this bitch out of later. I'm saying, hey, you brought it up.
Well, they had food in here. It was food, so that could have added to, it was an excessive amount of people. But Chris and my barber Nell, they decided that they were just going to hang out at the barbershop with me until the whole event was over, to make sure everything went smooth and to, move people along if it needed to go there. So I'm grateful for that. Thank you.
Not a problem.
And that was the first time that I met Chris. So while we were in the barbershop for a few hours chatting, I don't even know how we got on the topic, but I remember you saying that men should have more than one woman, or it's a good thing for polygamy, something crazy. And I was like, oh, we got to talk about this. Because
I don't remember bringing the conversation
yes, you
up,
do.
but I do somewhat remember the conversation.
So do you still feel that way, that women should just be okay with being sister wives?
I feel that polygamy isn't for everybody. And every relationship of polygamy is different. They do it in different ways. And with the changing times, relationships are defined in so many different spectrums. I don't even try, so it's not for everybody. I can say that. I have been in a polygamous relationship in the past. I've been in monogamous relationships, but it's more so, to me, I look at it as more so of a building thing between three people. Because imagine just you and your husband, how y'all have two paychecks, y'all take care of y'all home. If you got a third person, it'd be a lot easier. But it also has to be mutual, and it has to be an understanding between the three people. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's a sexual relationship between three people. I mean, it's just three people working together in a loving relationship.
Yeah, I can't wrap my mind around that, though.
Because women in America are selfish these days.
Women in America are selfish.
They're very selfish.
Well, I agree.
Selfish.
I'm selfish with mine, so.
A little self-serving.
Okay, so this is what it was
Y'all
in the
are never
barbershop.
wrong.
This is what it was in a barbershop.
Yeah.
So go ahead and tell me about me.
What about you?
Because I'm a woman. So you said women in America are selfish. So please elaborate more.
So, being that I have traveled the world, and I've met a lot of different women, even here from around the world. And I'm sure you've heard it plenty that it's not even just American women, Americans period.
Okay.
But being a black man in America, I deal with black women. So one thing I've experienced is a lot of narcissism for women these days.
Okay, so let's put a pin right there. Let's define what narcissism is, or what a narcissist is.
A narcissist is a person who generally tends to make things about themselves. Situations. I can't give you a textbook definition, but it's mainly a person who makes the majority of things about themselves.
So are you a narcissist? Because you just claim to be selfish. Because you want things done your way, and
but we're talking about in a relationship. I'm single. I could be a narcissist all I want to be.
Why can't a woman be a narcissist then?
We're talking about relationships.
Okay.
Relationships require compromise. A lot of women these days just expect. I mean that's reality. Now a lot of women aren't going to agree with me. I don't expect them to.
Of course. Y'all light them up with the reviews and the comments. Please let us know what you think, because clearly women in America, or Americans period, are narcissists, selfish people.
We are.
Okay. I'm glad you included yourself. Thanks.
We are.
That.
As an American, we're very arrogant.
Yeah.
Because we're taught that we're the best. Who wouldn't believe they're the best? But so when it comes to narcissism, a lot of the reasons where people don't work out in polygamous relationship is because of our narcissistic ways. We have to be willing to not look at it as being the other person or the other girl, the side, whatever, and look at it as just one unit working together.
So we can just add another guy in the house too then. That's 4 incomes.
I mean, there's people who do
2
it that
for you,
way.
2 for them.
I've seen worse. I
Worse?
said worse.
I mean, I feel like that'll work too.
I mean, every dynamic is different. You had to talk to your husband about that.
Well, we're not doing that because clearly I'm too selfish. So I'm not going to throw that out
You
there.
ain't get that man no water.
I got him some
You
water.
that thirsty.
Whatever, Chris. So do you feel like it is a woman's place to capitulate to her man in a relationship?
You're using a word I don't even know what it means.
Dang, got him stuck.
I don't know what that word means, so now you're gonna front.
What that word mean?
What that word mean?
Using it in context clues. Just capitulate.
You tell
To
me.
bow down, to-
No, never that.
No?
No.
To surrender, to lay everything
I
down.
feel like everybody has a place in the household. I believe that when it comes to a man and a woman, there's always going to be an unequal balance because we're not all meant to do the same thing and hold the same positions.
Agree.
Some households, you got men who are the men they should be in the household, and the women's more the men, and vice versa, you know? So some people like it like that. I'm not one of those persons, but, you know.
So is a woman a narcissist if she takes the lead in the household?
No.
Okay.
Because clearly he's allowing that.
I love your choice of words. He's allowing that.
Clearly he's allowing that.
I'm not about to fight with you all day, Crooks, because we already went through this and we don't have time today. So I do want to ask, is there one thing that you are currently living without that you never thought that you would?
Yeah. And even though, you know, tomorrow's never promised, my mother. I lost my mother last year to cancer. And since then, you know, life has basically been completely altering because a lot of my plans I did have for last year did include my mother. So it leaves you kind of in a place of limbo, not really knowing what's next and, you know, how to proceed forward, especially when you have a big family. So.
Was she like a big supporter of you? Like you call her when you ever had to make a decision
Oh yeah, I'll be talking on the phone. My mom was when I was in Iraq, and we'd be on the phone. She'd be hearing the bombs in the background, and because she was in the military. Well, she was actually a drill sergeant in the military, so that's one of my inspirations for going in the military. Yeah, so we'd be on the phone talking. You know, she'd tell me be safe and be worried, of course, and send me all my goodies in the care package. So, yeah, and she's always just been there.
That's cool.
I had to go and see her because she always wanted to take me everywhere and show me around.
Well, that's what moms do.
Show me off. I know. But she tried to hook me up with everybody out there.
Well, good thing she didn't succeed. Well, I know when we were at the barbershop, you told me that your mom's birthday she was an Aquarius, and her birthday was January
26th.
Y'all, that's my birthday. I'm a special type of person.
Definitely special.
Because his mother, he talked all about his mother, and she sounds a lot like me. So
Yeah.
I guess your mom was kind of sweet, and
Yeah, she definitely was.
I'm so glad you got to spend as much time with her as you did. And what do you do to like keep her memory alive?
Well,
Chris, give yourself a hug real quick. You can't even fight
See how
that
she
one.
did it?
You can't even fight that one.
See how she
Come
got
on,
me?
go ahead. Go ahead, get yourself. Oh!
see how she, okay, that was smooth.
Give me some. Give me some.
All right, she slid that in there. All right, got to watch them slicks to some Cleveland. I learned that a
Yeah.
long time ago.
You know what? Dade County taught me that though.
Listen, I spent enough time in Cleveland to know better.
Well, people from Cleveland are cool, so
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm sorry, what's the question?
I did forget the question too. I didn't forget the question. I'm just being funny, but I wanted to know how do you keep your mom's memory alive since she is such a
My mom
super cool
was
person.
also into gardening. I still have a house out in Alabama. Her tomato plants are just tipping over. So doing my little gardening is one way I do it.
You feel connected with her?
Definitely. And also with my daughter, like my daughter's her twin. So my mom was a basketball player growing up, and my daughter is nothing but legs. So she get it from her.
Wow,
Yep.
that's super cool. Chris, you're cool. I like you. Is there anything you're afraid of? before we get on up out of here? I just want to know, since you just seem like you're so put together, and you're a man's man, an unselfish man. But what are you afraid of? I know you're scared of something.
Nothing at all. Because who's gonna check me?
Okay. Well, you're still not giving us anything, but I'm so glad that you decided to come on. You did, and this was fun. So, if you want to come back on, I'd love to have you back on.
Definitely have a part 2.
Okay, when you have more time, because I know you got your cowboy boots on tonight. I know you got to skate up out of here, so I'm grateful for your time.
I appreciate it.
If you can leave our audience with one thing to make a strong impact, go ahead, look right into the camera. Everybody turn on your listening ears. Get your notepad out, because Chris is going to bless you with something really good.
I'm just going to say you're never too old to reinvent yourself. Be who you want to be. The hell with people's opinions and feelings. Do you? Do and be who you want to be, if that's what makes you happy. That's it.
All right. That's coming from the big boss, Chris himself. So be curious. Don't ever stop. Move forward. Do whatever you want to do, and do it fearlessly. Until next time, guys, we're going to put a pin in this, put a pause in it, wrap it up, all that great stuff. Follow us on social media, the Bruised Flowers Podcast. We're here on all platforms, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Check us out. Leave us a 5-star review, because we deserve it. We don't have anything to sell you, but if you like, please share this podcast out with anybody that it could resonate with or help. So yeah, thank you. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Bye. You supposed to say bye, Chris?
Bye.
Bye.
Later.